Steven Tyler's lifestyle isn't all glitz and glamour. He has been plagued with controversies and personal demons which nearly broke the aging rock star. The rock star was a troublemaker from an early age. Born on March 26, 1948, Steven Tyler moved from the Bronx to Northeast Yonkers. It didn't take long for Steven's family to realize that he was going to be a handful. He was expelled from his high school just before graduation due to marijuana use. And that won't be the last time that Tyler got into trouble thanks to drugs. When he was 17, he saw the Rolling Stones and was buzzing afterward because he loved music more than anything. He first got into the music business by singing backing vocals on the Left Bank 2. However, it wouldn't take long for Steven to go from a backing vocalist to being known as the Demon of Screamin' due to his high screams and powerful wide vocal range. In fact, even before Aerosmith, he wrote their signature song, Dream On. Over the next couple of years, Aerosmith came together piece by piece, and the group decided to move to Boston and shared a small apartment at 1325 Commonwealth Avenue in Allston in the fall of 1970. 3 years later, Aerosmith released their first studio album, and it was off to the races from there. They had received 10 MTV Video Music Awards and rank as the 9th most awarded artist of all time at that award ceremony. Aerosmith is also the most awarded artist of all time in the categories for Best Rock Video and Viewer's Choice. They have also received 4 Grammy Awards, all in the Best Rock Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocal category, for the songs Janie's Got a Gun, Livin' on the Edge, Crazy, and Pink during 4 different ceremonies in 1990, 1994, 1995, and 1999, respectively. Aerosmith has also collected 6 American Music Awards, 4 Billboard Music Awards, 2 People's Choice Awards, and many other awards and honors. Overall, Aerosmith has received 34 awards from 86 nominations. But Tyler also does his best to give back to those in need. His amazing fund is an example of this. His efforts raised $2.4 million. In 2015, Tyler launched Janie's Fund, which was named after Aerosmith's 1989 track, Janie's Got a Gun. The mission behind the fund was to provide protection and counseling for young female victims of abuse. He has helped raise over $2.4 million for the organization since then. And Tyler took things further by establishing Janie's House in 2017 in Atlanta. Janie's House offers shelter for victims of abuse or neglect with space for 30 live-in clients and 24-hour medical facilities available. Tyler also is not afraid to splurge on himself with some supercars and an unbelievable mansion. His life now includes kids, supercars, and a $4.8 million mansion. Tyler is a dad to 4 children and a grandpa to 4 grandkids. His grandkids called him Papa Stevie. While his children are all adults now and busy with their own careers and families, Tyler tries to get the whole family together for the holidays. On Tyler's 70th birthday, his daughters all paid tribute to him on social media. His daughter Liv Tyler described her rock star dad as a force to be reckoned with, a true inspiration, and when you open your mouth to sing, you light up the whole world. Beautiful words. Now, speaking of beauty, throughout his life, Tyler was also able to indulge his passion for all things vehicular in the most indulgent of fashion. His list of cars and bikes is eccentric and multifaceted as he is. His collection includes the $1.1 million Hennessy Venom GT Spider. At the time, it was the fastest street-legal car in history, capable of a staggering 270 miles per hour. He also has a 1961 Lotus Super 7. This is one of the most copied and imitated cars in automotive history. The car holds a special place in Tyler's heart. He has said he likes to put on AC/DC's Back in Black on at full volume and go for a drive with his son next to him. Tyler also loves his motorcycles. Tyler is on record as saying that the opportunity to hit the open road on a bike represents nothing short of total freedom to him. Although it is fair to say that may not have been his first sentiment, waking up after a bike crash in the autumn of 1980, which saw him spend 2 months in the hospital. But his little 2-wheel mishap didn't quench his enthusiasm for biking. So much so that in 2007, he launched a new company, Dorico Motorcycles, with his brother-in-law specializing in customizing Harleys. One place the rock star likes to drive his bike is in Hawaii. He bought a home on Maui for $4.8 million. Located in a nature preserve on the island of Maui, the quarter-acre beachfront getaway comes complete with out-of-this-world coastal views and outdoor decks leading to an infinity-edged saltwater pool. So it is safe to say that he is living his best life. However, with the highs, there have been plenty of lows in his life. Steven Tyler has had some extremely dark times. His biggest scandal involves a 16-year-old girl. In 1973, Tyler obtained guardianship of Julia Holcomb so that she could live with him in Boston. Tyler himself was 25 years old at the time. They dated and took drugs together for 3 years. However, the two ended up splitting up, partly because of the age difference, but also because of a planned pregnancy that resulted in an abortion when Tyler was worried that the smoke from a house fire, as well as drugs, might lead to birth defects. In December of 2022, Julia Holcomb filed a lawsuit alleging that Tyler sexually assaulted her and forced her to undergo the abortion, plying her with drugs and alcohol after promising to care for her in the guardianship agreement. To make matters worse, in February of 2023, he was officially named a defendant in the lawsuit, which also claimed he used his fame and status to groom, manipulate, and exploit Holcomb over 3 years. However, Tyler claimed that their relationship was consensual and that he had immunity because he was her legal guardian at the time. Concerning the abortion, he said the decision was legitimate, justified, and in good faith. Another celebrity, Courtney Love, took to Instagram to support some of the claims made against Tyler, saying that he had adopted another 13-year-old girl similarly. Tyler did score a partial victory against Holcomb's case in court. Along with relationship scandals, he has had to battle a personal demon that almost took his life. His addiction caused him to hit rock bottom. Tyler has publicly acknowledged his struggles with drug and alcohol addiction. When Tyler was initially approached by his bandmates about his addiction problem, he did not take them seriously. He thought they were being hypocritical and that getting sober would cost him his creativity. Oftentimes, he would be borderline comatose from the sheer amount of substances that he had used during the day. Tyler estimates that he easily spent $6 million on drugs in his lifetime, and Tyler made various attempts to get sober between 1980 and 2010. He enrolled himself in a handful of rehabs, attended 12-step meetings, and had a supportive group of friends and family by his side. However, relapse was unfortunately common for him during that period. Various triggers led to a relapse for Tyler, from breaking up with a girlfriend to getting hooked on prescription pain medication after a surgery. Before a relapse in 2006, he had 12 years of sobriety, but he never lost hope. It took Steven Tyler 4 attempts at sobriety to amass the 9 years of sobriety that he has today. And if it wasn't for that sobriety, Tyler might not have had the time to build his staggering net worth. No way he can spend all of his money in a single lifetime. An incredibly large chunk of his earnings came from Aerosmith, of course, but aside from that, Tyler has made several film and television appearances, notably in Wayne's World 2, The Simpsons, Saturday Night Live, and 2.5 Men. As mentioned before, he merged creative design efforts with inventor-engineer Mark Dorico and launched Dorico Motorcycles in 2007. He was also a judge on American Idol for 2 seasons and published a memoir, Does the Noise in My Head Bother You?, in 2011. Combine all of these ventures with his musical earnings and you have yourself a net worth upwards of $150 million. The demon of screamin' did pretty well for himself.